I love the tension in this music here.
Dude,
because
this is the finals. This is the finals right here.
It's the finals and everything matters. And Booga, Symphony, and Nick A30 are already going. I did see one miscolored arrow there. So one player in the vicinity, possibly somebody who's splitting.
We'll see how that plays out. But again, these servers, 90 players in the server, so there is a little bit of breathing room for landing and getting comfortable with your gear. Front street, front line, but it's all up here. All right, nice little rotation. So they're skating onside the prison. You can see off in the distance this 40R Storm Tracer there.
So TSM Myth and Envy calling frags. A little bit of a standoff and an awkward one, I would say, for Myth calling frags and KUN because they cannot jump if they're not in their box. They will get stuck in the air and get easily shot.
Another bush.
I got him.
The bush is the play, man. You get the free shot. It allows you to kind of absorb one. Obviously, you can put the shield bubbles on it, which work out to be really well. Even perfect when you're hitting a rotation through the air like this. The question is, do you want to finish this battle? It looks like they're fully committed here, Bala.
So they're fully committed and trying to knock it down. Oh, he gets him in the box, trying to get the trap off. Yes, he does, but he's on the other side of the box now. Can he get in? No. He's just going to box out, and now it's both sides. The shockwave.
That's a great shockwave, though. It's going to keep him at least. Oh, I thought it would have kept him alive for a little bit there.
All right, Zexro, you hit that 1v3. Everybody remembers against Cloak 72 Hours and Tfue. Can he hit it again now? I don't think so. The HP on this completely different for Ezzy and company. He's going to try to play very slow.
Oh, nice shot.
Shot, though. It's already off to a good start for Zexro.
Remember that shockwave and hit from Macwood was something to kind of cause a little bit of disruption here. Trying to hit the W, but no, the double tap sub. Nothing you can do there. As another team that qualified through the waves for elims, by the way.
This is such an early Storm Surge. This is active, and it's not going to stop for 8 players. I think every single one of them are under the threshold. No, okay, Mr. Savage is above it.
I was building up.
And we'll see. Don't want to give anything away about everybody else's thresholds right now because it could matter in this fight. Sap, in the meantime, taking out Pika in the feed. We're going to continue on this fight now. Nick Merckx, unfortunately,
on my box,
is getting in trouble.
Nail's one below.
We need tags. We need good shit.
Just got to get one. They do get it.
Nice
They got to stay above in the meantime.
Metal? Yeah.
The comms there were not good enough as the pressure comes in and Cypher eats another pump. He goes down. Nate Hill's not looking too good here. He's trying to hold this wall. The pressure, you can see the shot piercing through too, so definitely time to move around. Uses a shockwave, only gets straight across. He's in enemy territory.
It's so fucking laggy, bro.
It almost really caught him by surprise too. That was very scary for the opposing player. I think that might be Mr. Savage. I think that might be his wall too, possibly. He's got a shockwave out of here though. Give it up.
Much pressure.
My opinion, yes. They could chase here though, because they know his status in terms of HP. They could be right on top of him.
He does find himself to the zone.
But you want to keep the elevation on this huge hill because it isn't that like hard to get up, but when there are so many players up above, it's like the best angles in the game. And of course, grabbing the best angle in the game right now, it looks like on the map, is Tfue. You never see him not have this. He is one of the best positional players in the game.
Paired up with Parpy. Parpy has been fire on the scene lately, making big plays for himself here.
I think he might be the player who has traveled the farthest.
Oh, without a doubt.
Is that a solo on my marker?
All the way from New Zealand.
Oh, you know who he just marked right there in the box.
Yeah.
It's Nate Hill.
I'm not going to say anything, but here comes a shot, and the pressure's in. And off he goes.
That's a solo, bro. It has to be.
There's the choice. It's a solo. Do we go for it?
He's getting pushed, I think.
And there's another team on the other side, so unfortunately for Nate Hill, it is a rough position.
These guys are pushing him. He's dead.
There goes the loot.
It's Rojo picks him up too, so finally that full trio gets wiped by Mr. Savage and company.
Take like here, I think.
And there, the next zone gets revealed. Tfue gives us a little bit of a preview of it. It's up north. They've got to move, but they have the hill as their advantage here again. They can move up on the side. Very difficult for the players down below them to really get angles up the hill.
And I love the call out. Tfue's like, this team is stacked now because all that loot just landed on them. No one's in that area. They have all this space to themselves, but they still think this is the best rotation. So we'll see how successful this push is going to be cut across right here. So they want to avoid as many players as possible. Nick A30, Bugga, Symphony, poised up on the mountain next to Symmetrical. We know they pushed you through the waves.
Dubs, Mega, and AJ doing exactly what they were doing in the qualifiers. Just, woo, sup, boys? We got a bubble on a hoverboard.
Okay, yeah, I don't have
That
the
is
armor
the
for this.
play.
It works. Don't change if it ain't
Nick, you have
broke.
66.
When you tuned into like a Benji Fishy, Mitro, and Mongrel stream, you'd always see Benji calling out where he can see them because he was so, he wasn't necessarily afraid of them, but he was keeping track of them. They're under Storm Surge now, though. At least it looks
Edgy,
like Edgy is.
scented under Storm Surge right now, as is Gotaga and Hawkers, I believe, right there. The blasts are coming through. I saw Scatch go down.
Oh, they're trying to
The
tank
squad
it, too.
also one below.
Oh,
no!
It's Cloaksy who gets him, too. He got the tag, and obviously that was a fall damage elimination, but I think he might be done for if Sean and Aiden can't get down there. I'm surprised nobody's noticed yet.
Just missed the grapple.
We're gonna grapple together.
Dubs Mega still in the running as well. Looks like Tim's under some serious fire right now, though.
Come on,
He's
Tim!
backing up here. He still has a shot. Can he get out, though? Plenty of mobility here.
Got
Lots
the
of
grapple.
plays to make.
He can, as long as he survives this squad fire from across the way, he can continue on in terms of placement.
I don't want to go up.
Cloaksy's on the complete other side of the radar. I think he's done for, yeah.
There goes the tax sub SMG focus. The fire rate too high, but it's Dubs who catches the Elam right there.
Man, Cloaksy is in a great spot here. He's got the zone favor on his back and up a little bit on mid-ground. He's by himself, though, now. Has only, basically, oh, he has the grapple gun. I did not spot that. He only has one shockwave. Oh, my goodness, that is a great position for Parpy, Flyer, and Tifu. We talked about Cloaksy's spot. They're up above him, and they've got zone on their back, too. So I don't know how they continuously do this, but they've got the favor. They've got the
These idiots all gonna launch, bro. They're gonna
luck
get shit
on their side.
He knows these teams have to cut across here. All he needs is a couple of tags, make the zone do the hard work for him. Storm Surge is in effect right now. I think it has to drop down to 30 players, by the way, so lots of teams are going to be under focus here. Great shots coming in from Tifu.
Okay, I'll
They
cover
connect
you.
a little bit. They're safe and sound from Storm Surge. Shouldn't be any much of a problem here. But remember, when you're up high this early, it's going to cost a lot to start cutting
ahead,
across.
go ahead.
If they don't start dealing damage
Wait, I
to
need you to
everyone, they're going to lose the pressure.
Very true.
I think
This
so.
place is a bouncer, but he does use that to get
All right,
across,
I'm
and I
coming.
think they're not going to. Oh, he
coming,
is
I'm coming.
going for it. Parpy has it actually on the
Took
other
it.
side. This is what I'm talking about.
with you,
Getting high ground
yeah.
to the fifth zone and just cutting across in that building. Just like you said, not
gonna
wasting
go
the
up, I'm gonna
material.
go up.
This is a great position here
I'm
for
a little bit
Tifu and Parpy.
I'm good.
Now down comes the shots here. He's not going to connect, though. And this is getting more and more intense. Courage is still in the running right here. 40R Storm still in the running as well.
Probably done.
Take a look at Kuro still there.
I'm not with you, I'm not with you.
Here's Mega losing Dubs at some point. AJO remains with no shield, barely any health as well. Great pressure here from Mega.
What?
Trying to shockwave in. This is Mistkin. They've got 2 eliminations, but a player in their box. The edit through. Nice edit on his stairs.
Can't get out, bro.
And he's just going to shockwave. Oh, no. The shockwave didn't connect all the way through the builds, and that's so unfortunate for him now because he has no more rotation. This player's still on his back, but he's got the edit. Not going to work out for him still. He's still alive, though. He gets away from that player, ducks into the shield bubble. Good play here from Miskin.
Love
140 mats remaining. Tifu, meanwhile, still on high ground.
Bro, you just
right, loving the
jumped
reads
in
right
fucking
here.
box. You want me to come down to you?
Tifu's doing a good job. Listen to the comms. 70 mats here. Down he goes. He's going to descend just one right there. Does miss the
They
shot.
were
Someone
going high,
shockwaves for high ground. So high ground is no longer his. He has nothing he can do about it.
I love the instant shield bubble so that high ground can't shoot down on him into his builds.
Great box play right there. He's actually just going to block it out, take it from the Storm. He gets no siphon, though. Can he get back to the safe zone? Great boost attempt, and misses the boost attempt.
You're good though, you're good though.
The Parpy's still up. They still have a chance. I think against one of the Solary guys, I think one of them might be knocked. So see how this situation is. He's going to be able to get that big pot off, which is huge at this stage of the game. There, Aiden does get that finish. All the way down the low. Oh, he gets to the floor. Elevate gets the huge trade on that. I think that's his. He's in zone. He can hold him out. He has enough match.
So close!
He hit the shot in the final moment.
And how much money everybody made. This is the prize pool from game one. This isn't overall, this is game one. Two teams won $50,000, which is kind of absurd because they're gonna get to do that 3 more times. But I just wanna clarify, the team that wins is gonna be the team that makes the most money. So the money you make based off of placement and off of eliminations, those are kind of 2 separate prize pools you can earn. That will be the team that wins at the end of the day. Right now,